Hello YouTubers, it's Charlie. Welcome to Sawmill Hill. I'm just out here looking around, see what I need to do, get ready for the winter time. And I'm looking at my strawberry plants. It's almost time to winterize them. What we've got here is some honey eyes. What I did on these things here about a month ago, I replanted them into some of the chicken manure compost that I made a little video on. And you can see what these plants look like. It is January 1st. And that's what all of them look like since I repotted them in that chicken litter compost that I made. I'm gonna go back and cover these things up with a light layer of hay here in the next few days. We got about 5 nights coming up. We're gonna dip below freezing 5 nights in a row. I don't want to take a chance on them. So we're gonna put just a thin layer of hay on these for right now, and then later on I'll add some more to it. Make sure the crowns don't get froze in February. But when I get through this row right here, then I'll start on this row over here. Might take me a few minutes on this row here. But let me explain to you what I learned on strawberries. I've tried growing strawberries multiple times through the years and never picked a strawberry one until this last year. I'll show you what I found out. Last year, this bed was just as thick in strawberries as what you see right there. And that's not good. When those things start growing and put out a canopy of leaves, the air can't get in there. When it rains, it's all wet underneath. And any strawberries down in there stay wet for 24 hours. They start rotting and you throw them away. So what I did, I dug these entire beds up, every strawberry in them. I dug this bed out all the way to the ground, all the dirt, everything. I put a layer of hay in the bottom of it. I filled it back up. And then I got some rain gutters. Repotted all these plants that were in the soil. I potted them into 6-inch pots. And I'll show you what happens. In the bottom of the rain gutter, I've got about 2 inches of hay. And then I set the pots down in there. No soil, just the pots. I'll show you what happens. You see the roots coming out of the bottom of that pot? The roots go through the drain holes in the pot and go down into that wet hay where they stay moist. So I shouldn't have to water these things maybe once a week during a drought. But when I put them back in there, these 2 rows you're looking at right here will be the only 2 rows in here. It'll look just like this when I get through with it. These other 3 rows are coming out. All those are extra plants that I potted. But these plants are going to stay in a 6-inch pot. It's got plenty of room for the roots to grow. And I'll show you in the bottom of these beds right here, they got hay underneath all these pots. All right, I'm gonna pull that pot up. If you can see down in there, it's got hay. And I want you to look at the roots on this pot that I just pulled up. The roots go down through the drain holes into the hay in the gutter, and they stay moist all the time, which means your plants won't dehydrate and dry out. At the same time, it'll have an air gap between the rows. The canopy won't spread out so bad. It'll get air in there, it'll get sunshine in there. At the same time, when it puts out strawberries, they'll hang over the edge of that gutter without touching hay, without touching the ground, without touching anything. Just go down there and pick them off as they're hanging. But that's just a couple of tips I've learned on strawberries in the last couple of years, and I think this next year is going to be one heck of a strawberry crop. I'll show you something else they're doing right now. Let me find one of the little rascals. All right, there we go right there. You see that right there? I've been picking them rascals off for 3 weeks. Here's another one right there. These things actually think it's springtime, they're so healthy. So I've been picking them blooms off, let all that energy go to the roots. There's another one right there. But anyhow, I just want to show you what strawberries look like this time of year, folks, when they're healthy. As I get ready to winterize them here in about another week, I'll probably put out another little clip on it and let you see how it turns out. Hope you enjoyed the little film. See you next trip.